Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to be breaking down my $1,082 gain today on ticker AMD. But first, let's verify the profits. So this was posted in my Discord server. 1082-2793 is my account number, trading weekly options, call contracts. I'm showing you this to verify the profits so that you know it's not a paper trading account, right? This is real profits, real trade, real account. The first post I actually made was for $890. So I made a couple of different trades on AMD today, and we'll be breaking those down. But first, let's start our analysis on the daily chart time frame and figure out why this was even on the watch list to begin with. So it had resistance, or has resistance, right here at the $88 hold number. It's been kind of bouncing in between this range between 74 and 88 for quite some time. This resistance was validated once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 and 7 times, right? So the more times that a stock hits the same level of resistance on the daily or weekly chart time frame, the stronger that level of resistance is. So today, we figured that a pop over 88, a move over 88, meant that this had potential to run up to 90, 92, and then 94. This was all discussed in last night's live stream session, which was also recorded and uploaded to YouTube. So guys, I hope that you caught the play and were paying attention to this. All right, so we're going to move into the 5-minute chart time frame and take a look at what happened. It popped immediately in the morning and crossed over the 88 level. So I said in the live stream that if this opened up anywhere near 88, we're looking for that move over 88. This is a really good A+ setup, because that resistance is so strong on the daily. I mean, even, only one time we had a wick pop over that $88 price point, and it only ran to 88.6. All right, so back on the 5-minute chart time frame, this first candle that popped over that previous wick, right? This ran, all the way up to 89. So following the watch list rules, we know not to trade in the first 5 minutes. I always tell my team that because this could easily reverse and come right back down. So we were looking for a dip entry. On the 5-minute chart time frame, you don't see a dip entry until this dip right here, and we're going to talk about that. But that is not where I took my initial trade. During periods of consolidation, meaning this period right here, you can use the 1-minute chart time frame to identify a better entry for yourself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the first 5-minute candle right there. And then we see some consolidation occurring on what? Lower volume. All right. So the fact that this right here, that level at 88.6, was the high of the previous wick on the daily chart. And it started to consolidate right here, right? So it's not making a new low at this point. It's just moving sideways. I decided to take my first entry there to catch this pop into the high of day move right there. All right, and that first move, that initial move, was $890 profit, posted at 640. All right, so I posted that here. And straight off the watch list and mentioned in chat, I don't see any reason why that trade should not have been taken, but I do understand that it's occurring fast, right? These are 1-minute candles, so maybe we didn't catch that dip entry. So let's move to the 5-minute chart time frame and talk about a little bit more of the watch list rules, what I teach. So I always say that if the candle flies past the trigger, our trigger was 88. If the candle flies past the trigger, then we should wait for a pullback to the trigger point, or as close to the trigger point as possible, and then look to start taking an entry. So I'm going to go to the alert room here. And so this is what we saw, right? So big push up. It made sense that this would pull back. We know that old resistance is at 88. Thus, that old resistance should validate as a new support. This isn't far off. We're talking 30 cents here from the trigger. So you have to at some point be ready to assume the risk. When trading, we don't ever know that this is going to bounce right at 88. We don't know if it's going to bounce at 88.40. We just don't know, right? And if we did know, then everybody would be rich. So here's the deal. You have to be ready to assume the risk. and then have a clear plan in mind. Our clear plan when taking this trade on this dip entry was that we were going to have a stop place just below 88, and we were looking for that move into the high of day. So at 648, I said AMD is worth watching on this pullback. A hold at 88 is ideal for re-entry. Careful with SPY red at the moment. Then a few minutes later, I posted AMD long, starter size, stop at 88. There's my entry. There's the contracts that I was long on. And that was at 652. So let's move to the 1 minute chart time frame and see why did I post that at 652. Right, so here's your pullback occurring, right? And to identify an intraday trend change, we can use these downward trend lines. So a break of this trend line would mean that we are, that we are possibly experiencing a trend change, and here's your move up for the high of day. So 652 was posted on this candle here. I actually saw that this was breaking this consolidation range, so it had found some support, started to go green, breaking this range to the top side, took the entry there at 652, and then here's your run up to the high of day. And this actually pulled back another time for another entry and made a new high of day, perfectly hitting the price target 1 at 90. And we talked about all of this in the live stream last night. So I posted a few minutes later, that's 15%. You can take profit or hold. Make sure you follow the watch list rules, right? That's what this 3-hour training program is for. When you sign up, you need to take advantage of the resources that I put out and that are available to you. Nobody's going to do this stuff for you. You're already on the right track by watching this video. So thank you for your time, but you're also going to be thanking yourself for spending this time watching this video. All right, said I'm going to hold. You can move to your stop to break even for a risk-free trade. A few minutes later, AMD, that's 25%. And I sold out right there. That was at 657. Okay, so right here, 25%. Why did I sell there? Because, high of days near. And we weren't really looking for the high of day break. Maybe we were, maybe we weren't. Two things there. That's one profit taking strategy, is to look for the high of day or low of day push and take profits near that point. Another profit taking strategy is to have a target price or percentage in mind. 25% is great, guys. These contracts actually wound up running, I think, 40% on that next push up. But hey, nobody ever went broke taking profits. You cannot be mad about missing the move there. And as traders, we are, especially as retail traders, we are not interested in catching the entirety of the move. We only want to catch the majority of the move, or enough of the move to where we can take our piece of the pie and just move on with our lives. So I posted in the profit section after that trade, $1,082. You know what? I actually want to talk about this because I messed up on this trade. I sized down because I'd already made decent money on the first one, and that kind of hurt me because this move right here was kind of much more significant than this move there. And the fact that I sized down, I could have probably made double this, or maybe a little bit more money. It was still a really good trade. It was still a really A+ setup. We're looking at the 5-minute chart. Like, this broke out perfectly. That was the first pullback to test 88 as a support, and then push back up to the top side. Like, everything about this trade was A+. This was a setup that we've been watching and waiting for. So there's no reason why I should have really sized down, other than the fact that I wanted to protect profits. So for that reason, I am upset about the execution, but not upset about the profits, right? $1,000 a day, hit the daily goal. That's fantastic. Can't ask for much more. Guys, that is it. That's all that I have on this trade breakdown for AMD. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and let me know. If you have any comments on the video or specific requests that you'd like me to do, let me know in the comments section. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I post videos like this fairly often, so if technical analysis is something that you enjoy, feel free to watch my other videos. I'm sure you could learn something from them. Thank you all for your time, and I'll see you in chat. Bye, guys.